Stepping to the front of the mat with hands to heart center, we set an intention for our practice and take a silent Om. Exhale, the hands release down by the sides, and inhale, hands reach, palms press. Exhale, bending to the right. Take 3 breaths. Your next inhale brings you up through center, and we exhale to the left. Inhale, we reach up through center. And exhale, bending the knees, we fold forward, hands to the ground, head drops. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, stepping back onto your knees. We lower the sit bones to the heels. Forehead comes to the floor and hands placed just below the shoulders. Inhale, press through the palm and roll over onto the crown of the head, holding here for 5 breaths. Feeling the lengthening through the spine as you press through the palms, pressing through the tops of the feet. On your next exhale, lowering the sit bones back down to the heels. We'll come into our first downward dog, curling the toes under. We press the palms into the mat, reaching the sit bones up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the sides, lengthening through the armpits. As the body allows, we straighten the legs and press the heels back into the mat. Breathing here. We inhale, stepping the right foot in between the hands, staying up onto the back toes. We ground through the fingertips, reach through the crown of the head, lengthen through the spine, and breathe. Take one more breath. Exhale, dropping down to the left knee. We'll take the right hand to the right knee, press the torso away from the thigh, bring the hands to the hips. Grounding through both feet, we open through the chest and breathe. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the floor, repositioning the right foot, coming onto the top of the left foot here. We're going to point the right toes towards the ceiling, straightening through the right leg, positioning the hips over top of the left knee, and lengthen through the spine. Feeling the length through the hamstring on the right side. Repositioning the hands, we'll take another inhale, And exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Inhale, the left foot steps forward in between the hands, coming up onto the right pad of the foot, and grounding through the fingertips. Bending into the left knee this time. Left knee stacks over top of the ankle. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Take one more breath. Exhale, releasing the right knee down to the floor, untucking the toes, pressing the left hand into the left knee. The torso comes away from the thigh. And as the body is ready, bringing the hands to the hips. Stacking the left knee over top of the ankle once again. Grounding through the left sole of the foot and the top of the right foot. Open through the chest. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to the floor, repositioning the left foot, maybe walking it forward just a bit, and then we're going to straighten through the left leg, positioning the hips over top of the right knee this time, and lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades together and down the back, drawing the belly back towards the spine, and breathe. Come out, we place the hands back on the floor. We inhale, straighten through the right leg. And exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Staying here for a few breaths. Finding length through both sides of the torso. And coming down onto the knees on an exhale, we'll cross the ankles behind us. Coming onto our sit bones. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, bend in the knee, making our way into boat pose or navasana. We lift the feet. The knees can stay bent here, or you can straighten the legs. Belly draws back towards the spine, chest lifts. Arms are reaching, shoulder blades together and down the back. Breathe. And exhale, we cross the feet in front of us, rolling over onto the knees. Pressing back into downward dog. Inhale, moving through a high plank. And exhale, we slowly lower all the way down to the ground, lying on the belly here. Walking the hands out so they're just outside of the ears, or maybe just a bit forward. You can bring the head up here. So the forearms are on the floor. We're doing just a baby cobra here. So pressing through the forearms, pressing through the hands, and reaching through the crown of the head, feeling the pelvis press against the floor. Belly once again draws back towards the spine. Taking this posture deeper, you can press through the hands and straighten the arms. And exhale, slowly lowering back down to the ground. We tuck the toes, place the hands below the shoulders. And on an inhale, we push up, coming to an upward dog. And exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Coming down to the knees, crossing the ankles once again, rolling over onto the sit bones, straightening the legs. We'll bend the knees just slightly here, pressing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall open to the side, taking the hands to the feet, and as the body allows, let the back round and the torso falls forward. Head moves towards the feet here, and breathe. Inhale, looking up, lengthening through the spine, and exhale, coming back to your seat. Straightening the legs out. Bending the right knee so the foot comes to the outside of the hip. We bend the left knee so the sole of the foot presses into the right thigh, bringing the right hand to the left knee, twisting open to the left side. Left fingertips ground onto the floor behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Grounding through the sit bones. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, we release the legs straight out. And this time we bend the left knee, bringing the foot back to the outside of the hip. Right knee bends, right foot presses into the left thigh, left hand to the right knee, and twisting open to the right. Right fingertips ground into the floor as well as the sit bones. We inhale and find length through the spine, and exhale, twist deeper each time. Breathe here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Legs straight out in front of you. This time I'd like you to bring the right foot under, right knee under, left knee over. We're trying to stack the knees one on top of the other here. The feet are just to the outside of the hips. Sit up on a block or a bolster pillow if you would like to. It feels a bit more comfortable. And you can hold on to the feet here, or if the body allows, you can start to round the back, bringing the elbows onto the knees and palms pressed together in front of the face. Just bring some weight into the knees here. Another variation for this posture is to straighten the leg that's on the bottom. So in this case, the right leg would straighten out. The left knee would be on top here, and again, we would just allow the body to round, so the back rounds, bringing the elbows to the knees, and then the face to the pressed palms. And breathing here. Inhale, looking up. Releasing the hands on an exhale, straighten the legs out in front of you. And now we'll take the opposite side. So left knee comes under, right knee over. Again, we position the feet to the outside of the hips and taking whichever variation makes the most sense for your body today. You can keep the hands onto the feet here. You can even bring the fingertips behind you, pressing into the floor about mats width apart and open through the chest. Just want you to find a connection with the sit bones on the ground here. Or we're going to bring some weight into the knees by bringing the elbows into the knees and pressing the forearms and palms together. And the palms come to the forehead. And again, you can straighten the bottom leg, so the left leg if you're feeling this in your knee. And breathing here. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, releasing the feet. Legs straight out. And we exhale, lowering onto the back. We're going to bend the left knee, bring the left sole of the foot onto the floor. Bending the right knee and crossing the shin in front of you, I'd like you to place your right ankle onto the left knee. And then we can take the hands and wrap them around the left thigh. And then we can draw the thigh closer in towards you. So the shin on the right, your right shin is moving towards the chest here. Try to keep the shoulders and the head onto the floor. On our next exhale, we release the legs, unwind. And then bringing the right sole of the foot to the floor, we bend the left leg this time, crossing the shin so that the left ankle rests on the right knee. Wrapping the hands around the right thigh, and we can draw the thigh closer towards the belly here. Shin draws towards the chest. Breathing here. And exhale, releasing the legs. We're going to bend the knees into the chest. Knees are about shoulder width apart. And grabbing onto the inside or outside edges of the feet here, or you can grab onto the big toes with the peace fingers. We'll take happy baby pose. So shifting your weight and playing with the sacrum coming off the floor, resting, grounding into the floor. Can rock from side to side by pulling on each foot just gently. Just feeling the spine here. And we exhale. Release the feet. Draw the knees into the chest one more time. And then finding your way into Shavasana. Legs splay open. Feet fall apart. Adjusting the neck, adjusting the head. Chin draws gently towards the chest. Wrapping your arms around you, giving yourself a gentle hug. And we allow the arms to fall away from the body, resting on the floor, palms facing up, eyes closed. Releasing the breath here.
It's about the one inside. It's about the love you hide. It's waiting to be let outside. And it ain't about losing your mind. But if you happen to, that's fine. But there's only one way to shine. And it's called trying to live freely, freely. Meu coração, freely, freely. Meu coração. I'd like to live that way. I'd like to live that way. And my mother may not understand why I'm the way that I am. But I love her and I wanna let her in. And get to know her friends. And now we gotta take some time. Get to know each other our whole lives. And I call on you to remind nothing's really mine except for freedom, freedom in meu coração. Freedom, freedom in meu coração. I'd like to live that way. Oh, I wanna stay that way. You ever seen anything as kind as the wind blowing by? I've never seen anything as wise as the sun rise.